Okay, this is a review of 210consulting.com. It goes along with my blog post, the top 20 real estate website providers in the United States and Canada. And this company was founded by Jeremy Blanton. Okay, you can see right here on the screen. Jeremy Blanton was a Active Rain. He was on Active Rain's leadership team, which means that he was part of the Active Rain community, which is a real estate blogging platform that automatically gives him a lot of credibility with a lot of real estate bloggers. He has a pretty extensive portfolio. Now, part of my review process is to go ahead and verify this portfolio so that you don't have to. And I have discovered that about 10 to 20% don't seem to be active anymore. So if you are going to visit his site, you need to be kind of careful about that. Another part of my review process is to go ahead and pull up a couple of sites that seemingly either had been or were built with him. This one is a little bit questionable. I don't know if it was built by him or not. It's pretty sloppy. I am not a big fan. All this huge amount of scrolling, the archives that are down at the bottom of the screen. However, it is built on WordPress, and it does have video, and it does have a nice photo on the homepage, so it's not completely terrible. This is pretty bad. Also, this up here, which is what tells me without even having to do anything else, that's built by WordPress. That's what's called a favicon. If you ever see that, that's the WordPress favicon. It lets you know that somebody has built a website on WordPress. Guys like me who've been doing this for a little bit longer, we have our own little custom favicons, and we change that. So it's like a cheat. Like you can tell real quick who built the website. So that was this one. So I always only verify a couple. These reviews are meant to be very small, very short. Here is another site that is by Jeremy, or 210 Consulting. Okay, this one's a little bit better. The only thing about it that I don't like is all these, again, it's this huge thing. And this time we know it's built by him because down here you can see his signature, which has not been removed. And so we know that this website is a website that's built by his company. I'm sure he has reasons that he went with what is called a parallax, this really long, super long search bar. I do like the fact, and one of the strongest points about Jeremy and his team is, one, they have a lot of experience in real estate. And number two, they're going to build a WordPress real estate website and hand the keys over to you. And that's really hard to find in this list of 20 real estate sites that I'm comparing, and so that you can compare and review. There's very few people that actually are going to let you own your own version of a WordPress website. It's just not the best option for a real estate technology company. It is the best option for you, and that's why I in almost all my videos, everywhere, I always talk about own your own site, own your own site, own your own site. But it's not an easy solution, and I'm sure it's frustrating that I keep giving out that advice because not too many providers actually let you own it. But this is one that does. So if you go in and you have a strong concept of what you want in terms of a website, I have a feeling that this guy can probably build it for you. And as long as you don't make the mistake of, like, all the cities, that's great. Just this stuff below I don't like. If she had just kept it there, and then this would be a pretty clean real estate website. The objective of all real estate websites is to get people to do the searches and then have your IDX set up to do conversion for you. None of that is present on this website. This agent is almost 100% guaranteed not getting any leads off her website. Another thing that I do when I do a review is I just kind of like to figure out if real estate companies, the website providers themselves, really know that much about SEO. I don't bother to look at their whatever they've got in terms of their verbiage. I look at their site, their own website, because if you're a business owner and you know how to do SEO, wouldn't it make sense that you're going to get a lot of organic traffic? You're going to be on the left-hand side of Google and get traffic back to your website. It makes sense to me. Maybe it doesn't make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. So he knows a little bit, but not much, or he hasn't taken very much time. And his top keyword that he's targeting is social media advisor, and I'm sure that maybe that's just because he's making his money off consulting for social media. Making money off building real estate websites is actually pretty hard, so that doesn't surprise me, especially if you're not applying all the shady one-sided tactics that most of the big real estate website providers do apply. So don't hold it against him. I think he's probably just trying to figure out a way to make money. And that's it. I would say that this might be a person to call. I don't see anything wrong. I've looked at more than this examples. His reviews on Active Rain. He's spoken of very highly within the Active Rain community. I set a lot of store by that because those are real estate agents talking to other real estate agents, and they really have no reason to talk poorly about, like they're leaving these reviews for other real estate agents. What incentive do they have not to give an honest review? And this guy has 22 reviews, and almost all of them are 5 stars. And you could go through and read them yourself, but I think it's one of the best reviewed providers on Active Rain. So probably worth a call if you're looking to own your own website. Unfortunately, he didn't publish pricing, and because the ranking of these 20 website providers is such a massive task, I didn't have a chance to really dig into it and try to see if his pricing was published anywhere. But here's the average for real estate. If he's building a website for you and you're going to own it, the price should be somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500 on average. And if you want something that's really custom, if you're a brokerage and you're trying to build a website that's going to target many areas all at once and you're not an agent, that price should be much higher. Your price should be somewhere between $5,000 and $15,000, just depending on the area that you're in, how much you want to target. Do you want custom features like a custom map and really super cool things that you've seen someplace else that you now want to reproduce for yourself? A guy like this may not have the experience to build something like that, so I would be a little bit cautious if you are a broker. And just like ask a lot of questions, make sure that he's got the resources lined up to do custom work. And that's it. Thanks a lot for your time.